Okay, A2K, here we go. It's time to sing. Now, real quick before we get started with this episode, the rankings, right? Because a lot of people were kind of shook about the rankings, right? A lot of people feel some kind of way about what the rankings actually were. Now, I think it's important to remember that they're not in direct competition with each other, right? So the rankings at best are an indication from the judges, like JYP and the other trainers or producers, are the ones who are deciding on this group, right? It's an indication of where they stand compared to one another, but in the eyes of the people who are grading this stuff, right? It doesn't mean that it's going to be consequential, though. So I fully expected for Lexi to take the number one rank on the dance evals. I saw it the same way. They were my personal top three were Christina, Kendall, and Lexi, but not necessarily in that order, right? Like, I think Lexi would have been my number one, Kendall would have been two, and then Christina would have been three. So I had it like the other way around. All things considered, though, I think it was a pretty fair call. Especially if you go back and kind of watch it and pay some close attention to what the girls themselves are saying, not necessarily to what everybody else is saying, but just each one in turn. And then, but the main takeaway, right, is just to remember the rankings are not going to decide who or whether or not somebody makes it to Korea, right? That's not what that's for. Maybe in phase two, in the second, once they get there, right, maybe they'll incorporate some sort of like weighted ranking system where it's like, okay, now it counts. But the main goal is to get those infinity stones, man. It's the main goal. That's the main focus. As long as they can all get those stones, then they'll be able to go on to the next phase of the process here by going to Korea for that portion. And there should be some incredible stages. I don't know, man. Like, the thing is, it's still anybody's game, especially since they're not in direct competition with each other. And once they figure that out and they start like working together and helping each other out, I think it'll be probably even crazier. Like, the rankings will get even more. People will be even more thrilled by it because everybody's going to go up in their level, right? Like, their skills are going to improve. They're going to be pushed to new levels, and so it's just going to get more and more wild.
That was amazing. That's the leader of a dance team. Enjoying this moment almost. It was almost perfect. Congratulations.
That's a lot
Top
of stones to think about it.
Congratulations. Unfortunately, there's no extra stone recipients today.
I didn't get a stone. We'll get to top 5 by the end. I will try my hardest, push myself, because I really want to go to Korea.
So, we're going to get some different, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, I'm nervous right now.
Oh my god, he has the piano there.
it's going to be,
Like, yeah, you were off key.
it's going to be different, man. It's going to be different.
I was definitely feeling more nervous.
It's
than
interesting,
the
right?
dance
Because
test.
for the
And
dance,
this is definitely like out of my comfort range.
they got to
Very nervous, almost like,
do different
like
songs.
shaking feeling.
But I'm hearing a lot of the same songs for the singing portion as from the audition. I don't know what they're gonna come up with. Who
So
knows?
as you know, today is the vocal evaluation. Singing is talking with notes. It has to look like you are talking to the viewers, talking to me sitting in front of you. It is basically trying to deliver a story. So if you let yourself be free, that would be a great performance.
I mean, they all sound great.
I'm very
I mean,
confident
you know.
that I can get a stone in the vocal mission.
For the vocal evaluation, I've been also preparing a lot, very hard. Quite nervous, but hopefully it goes well.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's start with KG.
She's got the voice.
Okay, so at the regional auditions, we talked about your singing a lot. Yeah, I was very impressed about how skillful your vocals were.
But you don't touch me, 'cause if you did, baby, I would judge you too.
You have such a strong voice. Your pitch is perfect, but your talking voice and your singing voice is too different. Which is that little twang.
I don't want to hear that I'm perfect because I want to fix my mistakes, and just it makes me want the opportunity even more.
Okay.
I do vocal techniques every day, extending my range. Yeah, I definitely did train for the vocal assessment, and I also worked on singing in my talking voice more.
Vocalises.
To show that I actually have a chance at this is makes me feel oh, I need to do this. I do think that I changed a little bit, and I hope that you can see that too. But yeah.
Yeah, but it's not easy. Apply your own talking voice and cadence to your singing. I think that could be a home run.
Thank you.
So what song did you choose?
I chose Easy on Me by Adele.
Okay, so excited to see you sing.
Thank you. Testing. I was feeling very pressured because I know that I need to do my best job.
I think it's interesting that they're mic'd. You know what I mean? No telling what the level of that sound is if they have the track playing, so that might be the reason why.
There ain't no gold in this river that I've been washing my hands in forever. I know there is hope in these waters, but I can't bring myself to swim when I am drowning in this silence. Baby, let me in, let me in. God, easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me.
She changed it up. Interesting. it's such a nice texture.
Girl, easy on me, baby. I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around
So-
me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me.
Bringing it more like, you know, for her talking voice, it gives it so much more body. Like it resonates so, that texture is it's so good, man. It's beautiful. That's amazing.
You were great. You were great.
Thank you.
There's a little, the country twang still left. A little bit left here and there. But knowing how much you got rid of it
Yeah.
makes me more optimistic. I think you could get rid of it a little bit more. I think you can be the vocal for the team if you end up making the team.
And I'm
You
actually
have an amazing voice, and that's something I cannot teach.
Thank you.
And it's just so good. It's your voice, KG.
yeah.
Thank you.
I think that, you know, she does have a little bit of that country
I'm very
like
touched and I'm very moved.
that
Come here.
country like twang, like it says. But country singers can also sing with a lot of body.
Did
Like
so well, okay?
get rid of that breathiness, right? That real
I'm like
high
halfway
pitched
there.
airiness.
Like 2 more stones to go.
And that-
I don't
that-
want to mess up.
that
practicing
body
it.
is so
I think I'm gonna
good,
go home
man.
tonight and
It's
like
so
learn
good.
it. So, but yeah, I mean, I think I can. I think anything is possible. So.
Okay, next, Kendall.
Oh, come on, Kendall. Come on.
I can't wait to hear you sing because you're just so good with expressing your emotions in your own way. It's not a typical way how you express yourself. It's just you, as if you're waiting for a chance to sing or dance so you could express. That's how I feel it.
That's true, yes.
So today, what are you going to sing for us?
Today I'm singing I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston.
That's a big song. So, how did you prepare it?
A lot of belting practice and practicing using dynamics as well as just giving my voice a lot of time to rest.
I wanna run to you. Don't make me close my door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare.
She seemed a bit nervous though. Oof.
Because allergy season, so my voice has been vulnerable and able to die quicker. I felt more nervous, obviously, just because I wasn't exactly sure what was gonna happen, and like you don't hit the note or like something happens, and it's really. Yes, I was still anxious.
Believe in your practice. And just let yourself
Her
go.
voice
have
is
fun.
so
Just feel the
small.
music.
Like it,
Right.
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like even her speaking voice is not like a big voice.
All right, so please sing for us.
I don't know.
Share my life, take me for what I am, 'cause I'll never change much further. I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. I won't hold it back again. This passion inside can't run from myself. There's nowhere to hide. So don't make me close one more door. So don't make me close one more door. I don't wanna hurt anymore. Stay in my arms if you dare, or must I imagine you there? Don't walk away from me. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. I have nothing, nothing, nothing. If I don't have you, oh, you.
Her voice really narrows as it gets to the higher pitch range. There was a part in there where she was a little off. She was a little bit flat, I think. But she recovered like quite nicely.
I wasn't necessarily completely confident in my performance today.
It's just,
It looks like you're much more tense and nervous today. Because of that, the pitches were a little bit unstable. So don't know how to maintain a note. And I can tell you're not comfortable, you're not confident enough to really sing. But how you express yourself is crazy. But how you express yourself is crazy. You're making it look like a musical, like as if you're in that situation, and it's never typical. Producing other artists for 30 years, that is such a special quality to find. That is special. You have something so special. You do it when you dance, you do it when you sing. And that's what singing is. Come here. Come here.
girl. I think she barely pulled that off, dude. Cause
Why are you crying, sweetheart? You did so well. Why? You were so worried about your vocals?
yeah.
I understand. I can clearly
She
see
feels
it's
like
not
she-
at a mint condition.
She's like, ooh,
can
I
see
got
that.
away
Don't
with that
worry.
one, dude. Oh my
You're
goodness.
special enough. I can see through that. Don't worry. You did so well. All right.
Yeah, Kendall.
Really just relieved because and I wouldn't be able to receive a stone, so to prove that I was still able to get a stone made me really happy, and that's why I wrote it down.
Her voice is interesting. As she expresses herself, she has a man. It's nice
Next to Kaylee,
on
then.
the low end, but when
Next to
she
Kaylee, then.
raises in pitch, it becomes super narrow, kind of like cutting. Not bad, but
So,
not grating.
What song are
But
you gonna
it's
sing for
very
us today?
strong.
I'm gonna sing Hello by Adele.
Okay, that's not an easy song. So what's your interpretation of this song?
Well, I looked up the meaning and what the lyrics means, and she's looking back before, and she wishes she was easier, and she wants to communicate with herself a few years back, but like she's so different now.
So how can you adapt to that emotion?
I think I've always been really hard on myself, and so I kind of want to. I think back whenever I sing the song. I think back to when I was like little, like a baby. And I didn't think of anything like that. So I didn't think about myself before and sing the song.
All right, sing for us.
Okay. Hello has a really high range, so I'm hoping that my voice doesn't crack.
Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to meet. Such a difference between us and a million miles. Hello from the other side. Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart, but it don't matter. It clearly doesn't tear you apart anymore. Hello, how are you? It's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry, it's no secret that the both of us are running out of time. So hello from the other side. So hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done, but when I call you, never doesn't tear you apart anymore.
Yeah. She's so beautiful. Her voice is like, it's incredibly strong for her age, but she needs that training. The rhythm, you know, she lost time there a little bit.
Tell me, how is singing different from dancing? Because you look like a different person today.
Singing, I think, is more comfortable for me, and I can show a more mature side.
But it exactly looks the opposite. The opposite. Out of all the dance performances, you and Kendall had the best expression of emotions yesterday. But today, like, I can barely feel any emotions. Second, you were ahead of the beat the whole time.
So hello from the other side.
I know this is not you. I know this is because you're nervous. And your body language, you're like, throughout the whole song. How can I fall for your song when you're singing like this? You say you're more comfortable when you're singing, but to me, it looked like you're much more tense and nervous today. So, can you try to explain to me what happened?
Practice. I think
I'm not sure.
she could have picked a easier song.
Kaylee, you did fine. It's okay. Kaylee.
Sorry. I know I can do better, and I knew I could do better. And I practiced as much as I could. So I was like, the moment I got up there, I was like, okay, I can do this. Then I kind of ruined it, so I was really upset.
The reason you guys are here is because you guys are special. I saw something special in you. So from now on, it's all about learning. You're 12 years old, Kaylee. I don't expect anything perfect from you guys.
I think I just want to practice even more, and I want to kind of listen more to the music and instead of trying to be so perfect.
This is all a build up towards the final team mission. So I'm expecting a great singing performance at the team mission, okay? All right, good job.
Thank you. I kind of experienced failure, so I can just work harder on the group mission, and that'll like motivate me. I want to make sure, and I want to practice this last showcase and show everyone that I do deserve it and that I can earn it.
Kaylee's a little beast, man. She can do it. I know she can.
Okay, next Melissa. Next
Like
Melissa.
when she sings, you know, well, it's quite impressive for her being 12, and you know, she has a strong voice.
Okay, so yesterday was not a great day. How do you manage to get yourself back together and be focused for this performance?
Yeah, I would just say that I really talked myself. Like said, you know, it's another day,
Yes.
it's a new day.
Yes.
Yesterday's in the past, you have a new day, start fresh.
So I don't know, I just like your vibe today. You know, I thought you might be discouraged a little bit, but you know, I see something really nice coming out of you today. I don't see precision in your dancing.
Which made me very disappointed in myself. So it made me talk to myself and really tell myself to focus. I knew I wanted to do something different because I was really thinking about how I could also not only deliver my voice, but deliver a good performance with the use of the stage that I was given.
And they're really getting into it.
All
now.
right, sing for us.
Okay.
Like
perfect.
they're really dialed into this at this point.
I was definitely trying to work harder. Confident in yourself, you got this. Just be yourself and sing, do what you love to do.
I used to think that I wasn't fine enough, and I used to think that I wasn't wild enough, but I won't waste my time trying to figure out why you playing games. What's this all about? I can't believe you're
Very nice rhythm.
hurting me. I met your girl with a difference. What you see in her, you ain't seen in me. I guess it was all just make believe. Love, never knew what I was missing, but I knew once we started kissing, I fell. Love, never knew what I was missing, but I knew once we started kissing, I fell. You, now you're gone, what am I gonna do? So empty, my heart, my soul can't go on. Yeah. My rainy days fade away when you come around. Please tell me, baby.
she's eating up the stage, man. Yeah. Nice range, so much soul, fantastic rhythm, incredible. Performed, not just sang, but like performed.
Yes, and
it.
I found you. Yes, and I found you.
That was amazing, Melissa.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's what I call singing.
I saw some bits and pieces of this young Mary J. Blige in K-pop. I don't know. Wow. Wow. Melissa, you changed a lot of melodies in this song. Not one was a change that I was expecting, those predictable cliches.
I tried to also make it my own, so I didn't really sound like the artist, but I sounded like me.
Yesterday I was worried. And today you just blow my mind away, like how much I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
The stage was too small for you.
Thank you.
Come here.
That was an incredibly
So
good
amazing.
performance.
Thank you. Thank you.
Keep on, right?
I was so disappointed yesterday in myself. I was so upset and angry with myself for how unprepared I was.
She has a strong technical understanding
You know,
of music,
just really stuck to me.
especially for vocals.
I'm gonna prove to you and to myself that I can do it.
JYP.
I just loved it so much.
You don't know how to sing on air. You can't treat each note the same way. Are you maybe under a little duress thinking that you have to perform better than other contestants?
I'm really disappointed with the way I ended with my performance.
So I'm kind of disappointed in myself.
Oh my goodness, dude.
How can you sing like that? I remember how you sang at the regional auditions. You were not this good. What happened to you? That's a standing ovation. That.
Man, it looks like the next one's gonna be kind of rough, right? I think that's gonna be like, oh man, little Kaylee. I really want her to, do really well. Man, I hope she gets that stone, you know, in the team performance. I think they'll be really strong. So man, like, I keep trying to, you know, as it gets closer and closer, right? As this thing keeps like marching on, I'm trying to like, okay, what is this group gonna be like? Like, what are they gonna sound like? I've been wondering this like for a while, since those first auditions, you know, because they kind of show you like the stronger vocalists, they'll show you just that part. The stronger dance, they'll show a lot more of that. So you can't really get a good idea. You can get an idea of what they each have going on individually, but now that we get these more substantial evaluations, man, it's really interesting, dude. KG has a wonderful voice. It's really beautiful. It's really strong. It has a very unique texture to it, right? And like, if she can kind of keep the body of that kind of country-ish type of singing, and like JYP said, lose a little bit of the airy twanginess, right? She can, because the thing is that it will make her voice stronger. She'll be able to control it. It'll become a much more like powerful sound. But it's got a wonderful texture, right? And then Kendall, hers is kind of like, you know what? Because I'm trying to like come up with what the harmonization would be like, right? KG, if she had the like basically the low range, right, the low end of it, and then Kendall's upper register on top of that, because it's her bottom, like her low end is kind of where KG's mid to upper is at. Like, I mean, Kendall, I don't think she can drop too much lower in her voice, right? But her upper is actually really strong. I mean, for having allergies and all this, I mean, like, you know, her upper range is very, like, it's dense. It's like that frequency, of course, it's moving much faster, so it's much more compact, but doesn't lose any of its like strength, right? I think she can project actually really well at a higher pitch range. So like her voice stacked on top of KG's voice, Melissa has like an incredibly soulful voice, man, and it's like, she can probably match KG's range like fairly well, although I think she has more resonance at the low end of her voice. She definitely has a strong falsetto. It'd be interesting to see her get more breath behind some of those high notes. I know the song calls for different things, you know, but later on, I mean, I'd like to hear her, if she gets into the group, if she sings something with a higher pitch but with more air behind it, you know, it'd be an interesting sound, right? Kaylee's, when her voice is on, like, it's incredibly just nice. She has such body, such resonance for a tiny little 12-year-old Kaylee. Like, you know, when she can get on, when she can dial in, and she, like, the time is there, you know what I mean, like with the training and all of that, like, she could have an incredible voice, and I think she could actually really thicken up that mid to low range, you know. I think that she's probably strongest there, but it's an incredibly interesting like spread of these different vocal timbres and registers. And you know what I mean? Like, I'll watch this again later, and I'm trying to imagine, assuming everybody's, you know, on point and everything, make a 4-part harmony out of this voice. You know what I mean? Like, pick a chord progression, and what would it sound like if where you know, you can put each voice. Okay, so you got the root. You're in the bass. You're gonna have the third. You're gonna have the fifth. What would it sound like if you double the? What if you had a seventh? Okay, swap it out. Like, what would it sound like if, you know, instead this voice was in the root, this voice was carrying the bass. And I don't know. It's incredibly interesting, though. It's incredibly interesting, man. And that makes me all the more like excited about the team performances, like the showcases. Oh, like, cause all 11 of them, right? Okay, so they're all there, and I don't know how they're gonna do the team. I don't know how. They might decide to do 3. They might do like 2 groups of 4, 1 group of 3, right? You could do that. The other way is to split it up into 2 groups, but 5 and 6. I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna do 2 of 4 and then 1 of 3. And they'll probably, like, because they'll know who the strongest vocalists are, and they'll probably split them up in between, the 3 groups that they make. That's what I'm thinking, just based off of like Nizzy Project and like some of the other shows or whatever. But it's gonna be like really, really interesting, man. That's gonna be an incredibly interesting. Once we get to some group performances and they start to be organized into the dude. It's gonna be interesting. That is going to be incredibly interesting, and probably like really good. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be, assuming everybody they all sort of like dial in and focus on it and really just get to the point where they can go out there and have a good time with it. I think the showcases for this show are going to be like just a wonderful time. And then after that, who knows, going off of Nizzy Project, they get to Korea, they might do another round of solo performances, and there it's going to be basically, okay, now you're dancing and singing. It's no longer like 1-on-1. You have to put stuff together now. Of course, they're going to have the trainers helping them with that. And then we're just going to get like group performance. We're just going to get all these group stages after that. Which, man, that's going to be good, dude. That's going to be good. That's going to be real good. Oh, man. Okay. So Kaylee, she can recover, man. She can recover. I believe she can. I really do. She's this performance is interesting because they seem like incredibly, sharp about the singing part. Melissa's, like, you see how it's min-maxed, right? Like, she definitely has a really good idea of musically, right? When it comes to the vocal stuff, she needs some help on dancing. She just needs, if she can be even just as secure, she don't have to know as much, but if she can find a sense of security in her dance, the way that she has in her singing, the rest of this competition is gonna be easy for her. You know what I mean? And same thing with KG, right? And then as far as Kendall, I mean, she's pretty strong, I guess, overall. And Kaylee, I think she should have picked a different song, and I think she needed to practice it a little bit more. That's just my opinion. That's just based off of what I know. But I feel like if anybody can do it, if anybody can recover, right, Kaylee can do it. Like I'm pretty sure she can, man. I'd bet money on that. I'd take a bet on that. Yeah, I'd get in on that action for sure. Yep. Man, okay, man. I love the pacing of the show too, because if I had to wait like a whole nother week for the next episode, I don't know what I'd be going crazy. like is on Sunday I'm gonna be like just waiting for it, right? If I had to wait until next Thursday, oh man, it'd be terrible. But anyways, it gets interesting. The plot just keeps thickening each and every episode, man. This is getting very good very fast. But hold on to your seats. I think the next episode is we're in for a rough one, man. We're in for a rough one for sure. But it'll be okay. It'll be all right. It's still gonna be good. It's such a good series.